Welcome to X1T Gaming, and together we're going to revolutionize the gaming industry. So, I got a little bit of news about my other creation before we start. So, I discovered the problem for the sound, and I discovered the problem for the keyboard. And the problem is that Android phones automatically do that, but in the app that Unity has, it's only for checking the touch screen to make sure the touch screen's working. And so basically, I have to do a build and run, and then I can upload it to my phone and play it like a regular game, and all that stuff works. Bad news is that the resolution changes and it's garbage. So I've been playing around with the resolution all day today, trying to. I got some code that will actually auto adjust between each one that you go to, which is exciting. However, another problem was that I needed to have it already in a resolution to begin with in order for it to be effective at switching between resolutions. I didn't realize this, and I had it in like free aspect mode this whole time. And so with that, I edited it all. I did the code, and then I tried changing the resolution and it didn't work. And I'm like, what's going on? And I read the code that I got, and it basically said you gotta already have it in one resolution and make all your edits in that one resolution, and then it will go between the other ones. And so I didn't have it in the right one, but that is okay. So today we're going to do the Pachinko, and it's day 6, and we will be just playing around with Blender, trying to do a little bit of new stuff. So we got there's modeling that we'll probably have to do as well. Um, yeah, so that's good. But we'll probably just do the layout and then try to find a way to get them in together. So one of the things that I don't understand is yesterday I grew this. I had this to like a certain layout, and then I like to a certain size, and then I tried to do it again. What does lock do? Lock edit a scale when transforming. Hmm. Doesn't change anything. Scaling an object. What does this do? Lock editing of scale when transforming. Oh, maybe that's what we need. Yeah, maybe that's what we need for doing it. But let's create another cube, duplicate object, and then we're just going to move it there. So probably because I duplicated it, now it should be doing that no problem. I'm going to try to make this so there's set axis. We got Y and X, and this one we're just going to do 0. Oh, we're going to move this one out of the way. We want this one, which this one's 0, 0, 0. And what if I remember, it was 52, 81. Yeah, because we're going to be doing centimeters. And so if I get the other object that I have here, if I do those same ones, it should be the same size. Okay, that's good. So let's do this one. We want to make this a depth of 2 because we're going to make the balls 2 as a 1. So with this one, we want to call this one the backdrop. So we're going to rename it the backdrop. And we need to change the material, which the material, as I remember, was custom properties. No. Line art. No. Right here, color. So the color that we wanted was ocean color. Color code ocean. So we're just going to copy and paste that into here. Okay, so we got that, and then I think I want to go for more of a wooden color for the other one. So we're just going to call this one is going to be a rename. We're going to rename this one. This is going to be the wall. Where was it? Rename. Wall. Pachinko wall. We might need to change the diameters of this. Let's maybe do it as a 2 as well. No. Let's do it as a 10. Might be too much. That's too much. 5. No. 4. No. I guess 3 it is. Wait. So we got a 3. I want to change this one to more of a wood color. Okay. So I noticed that this wood color has changed too. Okay, that is frustrating. Because I don't want this one to be like that either. I want this one to be a different color. By duplicated object, might just need to create another box. Okay, that's a cube. But that one now has the color too. Doesn't it? Okay, so no, this one doesn't have the color too. It's a different one because it's not a duplicate. Why is it when you do a duplicate? Okay, so when we have these things, so this is going to be probably a little frustrating because I don't think that it turns the same. It's not the same. It's clearly not the same. So I don't get that. Okay, I think we're gonna look that up and be like, how to make Blender. Okay, so how to Blender constant what is it called? Constant um, constant transformation. Constant transform. Motion constraints. These ones are all about Blender. Why? Okay, let's just say objects with same transformation. Objects with same transform. Transform, but different sizes. Setting exact scale dimension on multiple objects as a whole. Yeah, it's funny. Someone has the same problem as me, and then they're looking at it, they're like, oh, that's weird. I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got YouTube Blender Basics. Maybe we'll give that a little bit of a watch. Absolute beginner, resizing and scaling.
In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can scale and resize in Blender, as well as revisiting how we move things. The first thing you should do when you load Blender is make sure that you have viewport shading set to render preview. Next, we're going to click on this cube, which we're going to be turning into the tree trunk. Now the tree trunk needs to be a lot thinner than it currently is. So we're going to go and we're going to scale it in certain directions. So once you've selected the cube, select the scale command and use the handles to stretch and to squeeze it. So if I click on this tiny little green cube, I can actually stretch it or squeeze it in the green direction, and the same in the red direction. And if I look at the blue handle, I can actually make it taller or I could make it shorter.
Yeah,
I'll leave it about that
This
size.
is way too beginner. Okay, transform Blender manual. Okay, scale the object's relative scale along their local axis. Scale X value represents the scale. Okay. To make the object bigger or smaller, you need to dimensions. That's weird. It's not saying why. Okay, for the first part of the question, it's possible to set transform on multiple objects. Select objects and hold down the Alt key when clicking on a channel and transform panel. Enter your desired value. As soon as you hit enter, the value gets applied on all objects. You'll need to repeat this channel by channel. This is the way it works. To set origins on all objects, one specific location. Move your cursor first and then use Control Shift Alt C, which gives you this menu. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Because these are like all different meters. And then scale. What is delta transform? Maybe if I put these all back at 1, and then I use delta transform instead. Okay, so I'm using delta transform. Collection, relationship, relations, motion paths, visibility, viewport, and line art, custom properties. Oh, what? Oh, maybe if I, okay, what happens if I duplicate this object? If I duplicate it and put this here, and I go from the view display here and change this color, it does absolutely nothing. Okay, let's delete this one. Now let's copy objects. Oops. Copy objects, and then let's paste. So we got backdrop 01. Now if I go to that materials, okay, so now it's different. So if I copy and paste rather than duplicate, it changes. Okay, at least we'll just keep doing that, so that now the code will be the same. If I need a new object, I'll just do that. So what we want to do is we want to do a wood, color code wood. Let's try this one. See how this one works. No, I want like a lighter wood. Oh, they got oak. Let me go in images, because there's a lot of different types of like wood variation, and so I kind of want like a lighter color that I'm thinking of. Ooh, tortilla. What's this? Pine. Here we go, pine. So let's change this one to more of a pine look. I think I like this one. I have to type these ones in manually because it's an image, so I can't. F6D7AF. Okay, do we like this look? Let's bring this in. Let's change this name to wall. Rename wall. And then when we're here, let's change these dimensions. So that will stay the same for now. This one will go to, what was it, 2.5. And then this one will be 2 as well. Want it a little bit thicker for the ball to be able to bounce. And now, do we want this kind of wood? Do we want that wood on it? Okay, I don't mind that one so much. Let's try a little bit of a darker one, see if we like that. Okay, so we go here, and the darker one, I only think I need a hashtag. So I go EDCAA1. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go with that one. I like that one a little bit better. So now we want to try that curve. Annotate. Okay, transform, scale, rotate, move, cursor, measure, add cube. Maybe it's in modeling now. If we go to this modeling kind of thing, click on this one. I thought I saw it the other day. Okay, let's just go back to layout. Let's try this one. Nope, I don't know what that does at all. Relations, collections. I thought I saw something the other day that was curved. Transform. No. Okay. We want to be able to bend this thing. So we're in layout. Edit. Maybe we should look at the mesh. Maybe we go into here. Shape keys. Vortex colors. Face maps. Normal texture space. Remesh. Geometry. What? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Scene properties, world properties, layout, output, render, tools, modifier properties, nope. Particle, nope. Physics properties, maybe. Object constraint properties, nope. Huh. I swear I thought I saw something the other day that was for curving. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe my dyslexia came in and said, tell me what I wanted to hear. Don't need pass, I don't think. So much stuff open. Okay, so it's wall. Select box, tweak. Select circle, select lasso, it's tweak. Nope. What the heck? Transform. We got scale, rotation, location. Right click, mirror, snap, parent, move to collection, insert, delete. Oh. Here we go. Curve. was that tweak? Curve. Curve from mesh or text objects. Where's the mesh? Nope. Do that. Geometry data. So I thought I saw the curve. And that was going to be easy. Curve. Nope. I guess it's back to Google Sensei. Blender, curve, and object. Okay, Blender, curve modifiers. Oh, we gotta get a modifier.
Then we're going to tab out. Now we have something that we could deform along a curve. Speaking of which, let's just go Shift A. And let's go over here. Instead of our mesh, we're just going to go underneath it and we're going to add in a Bezier curve. So let's add in a Bezier and let's just hit Z, go into wireframe. And we can see there's our Bezier. So at the moment, you can see our cube here, or our snake primitive thingy, whatever, is way too big. So we're just going to select it and we're going to hit S to scale it down. And let's scale it down about that much, just for an example. You can see it's quite small. So once again, just go Control A and just apply that scale. All these transform vectors are set back to 1. And now let's go over to our modifiers, and this is the fun part. Let's just go add modifier. Let's go to our curves and let's come here to the curve object, click on the eyedropper, and let's select that Bezier curve. Now you can actually use just about anything in Blender to deform something, but a Bezier curve really is a good thing to use because it's kind of like a path that you can animate along and easily manipulate. So we're going to select by clicking on it, and now we can see our cube is kind of positioned here, and if we hit G to move it, it's going to go all over the place. So what we want to do, we can see here by default, it's kind of constrained it to the deform axis of X, or it's not going to have any places where it can bend. Simple way to do that is just to hover over one of these edges with your cursor, hit Control R, and then roll your middle mouse button, and just roll in some extra geometry. So about that much should be okay. Then we're going to tab out and how this works. So before we get any further, let's make this into something that we can actually deform along a curve. So let's make a super primitive snake. So let's just select the cube and let's go S, X, and type in 10, so that's 10. So we've just scaled it along the x-axis by a factor of 10. If you hit the N key on your keyboard and you come over to items, you can see under the scale vectors here on the x-axis, it's 10. Okay. Now what we do want to do, because it's important when we're working with deformation modifiers, we want to apply the scale. So go ahead and hit Control A and apply the scale. If you did that step in edit mode, say for example you scale it by 10 in edit mode, then you don't have to do that, but only in object mode. So now that we have that out of the way, we can see we have this object here. But one thing we want to keep in mind when we're working with deformation modifiers, like deforming something along a curve, we also want to keep in mind geometry. So this is something I see people do when they're beginners. I did this myself many years ago when I was a beginner at 3D. You can't just make things deform without having the proper amount of geometry in here. So we have the length here established, but we do need to add more geometry or it's not going to have any places where it can bend. Simple way to do that is just to hover over one of these edges with your cursor, hit Control R, and then roll your middle mouse button and just roll in some extra geometry. So about that much should be okay. Then we're going to tab out. Now we have something that we could deform along a curve. Speaking of which, let's just go Shift A. And let's go over here. Instead of our mesh, we're just going to go underneath it and we're going to add in a Bezier curve. So let's add in a Bezier and let's just hit Z, go into wireframe. And we can see there is our Bezier. So at the moment, you can see our cube here, or our snake primitive thingy, whatever.
Ugh, this is like almost more complicated than Unity. Yeah, no. I don't know if I can do Blender now. I gotta really do like a beginner tutorial thing for this. Really get to learn how to learn how to do this. Yeah, because I saw Bezier curve for Unity, so I think there's like a code for it. So if I have to do this thing anyways for Blender, might as well just do it for Unity. Okay. Enough of this. I'm going to work on my other project for now. We're not going to save because we didn't do nothing. Yeah, maybe my key to programming is to focus more on code rather than focusing on design. But I do want to get good design out there. I do want to be able to design stuff. Yeah, so I'll show you what I worked on for my Zen Rock garden, my Zen Rock counter. And I gotta plug in my phone. Because I'm in the Android settings, I can't actually do any gameplay without it being plugged into my phone. And so we'll just get the app open here, Unity Remote 5. So Unity Remote 5, what I learned, is pretty much just for touchscreen controls. It's not for anything else. So yeah, you can click on it and then it works. Then you know that the touch control is doing what it needs to be doing. Otherwise, everything that you need to look at is going to be in the actual project itself. So you won't actually need you won't actually need anything else. So we'll go back here. So I'll show you my project. What I learned is this thing right here. So I had it in free aspect and it was all good, everything. So everything's running under this one. Okay, so you see this box? This is something that I put in for a scaling management. So all the stuff that you see is fine for now. But what I was doing was that the scaling wasn't working. And now it's not working again. See, this is why you shouldn't be doing free aspect when you do your stuff. I learned that up the hard way. So I'm never going to be doing free aspect ever again. I'm going to pick a landscape. Probably the 1920 1080. I think that is the most common. I could be wrong, but so as you see, we got yeah. You see, if we go to different landscapes, it's not portrait. The background is the same, but I got the problem with this. This thing right here, giving credit to the author for say. But rocks anymore. Like, not at all. So there are the rocks right there. So they're probably like way too close to the camera and way too big. Yeah, just quite frustrating. I didn't actually see any of the other stuff being done. What's your guess? Let's go one right. So the guess is 9. Oh, okay, correct. That one's like okay for those visuals. I click and it works again. And then I'll get something wrong. But now I don't see the actual counting rocks, so no one's going to actually be able to play the game. It's just going to be some nice music with the clouds, and you'll be like, what the heck is that? Like, what's your guess? Oh, 2, 3? Okay, I guess the answer is 3. Right? Yeah. So, and then 2 more. There we go. Now we'll just go back. Got your ad. Music goes off. Skip the ad. The answer was 9. You were wrong. And so then you try again. But you see this music. I guess it's okay. I want to put that a little bit lower. Maybe make the visuals a little bit larger. So now I'm going to actually need to, yeah, like look at that. That's just ridiculous. What are the scale portions? These are scales. What's the position? Let's do all zeros. Okay, so I can see it now. And that is way too big. So probably need to scale it down. Let's scale it down by half. So this one's going to be 200. This one's going to be 300. This one's going to be 100. I still think that's a little bit too big. Let's go 150. This one will be 200. And this one will be 50. Okay, so that one is not too bad for the size. Maybe it might be still a little bit too big for this one. So the whole point in this whole thing that we're going to be doing is now if I scale it to here to a different landscape, the same size, right? Everything else is a different size. Like you see that, but this one is not. So basically it gets to the point where now this is going to be bigger on smaller screens and it's going to be smaller on larger screens. So let's go to this one, right? Yeah, let's make it just a tad bit smaller for all of them. So I was doing this all day today, but I was doing that all in the free aspect, which is brutal. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just picked this landscape and then that's it. So maybe we'll make this one 100. This one 125. No, let's go 175. and make this 125. This one will go 25. No, let's go back to 50. Make it more of a rock. Is it 100? 150. Yeah. So I think we'll have the rocks that size. I think that's a good size. Okay, so now when we, and then now let's bring these ones down in size too. So let's just take one out. Let's change the position to 0, 0, 0. Let's bring it down ever so slightly. Okay, so now let's change to rake. I think I wanted 10 and 10. And 50. That's weird. That's the Z axis, but like the position goes on whatever. Okay, maybe let's go 15 and 15 and 60. There we go. Oh, shoot. So it's 15, 15, and 60. Okay, I think those ones are good for now. We'll delete these ones because we don't need them. Now we go back to the game manager. Let's make this Z range to 0. And now I think that for now we should see still a lot. At least we saw it this time. Now we want the range. Okay, let's put all of these at 5 so we can see a lot of them. Let's change the spawn range to 0. Let's go 10 and let's go 20. Let's try to make it as small as possible. Make sure that we can see all of them inside our screen. I might need to even go smaller than that in this aspect. Well, I might not. So it looked like, don't worry about the speed, we will slow it down. I changed the speed because from wherever I was doing it before, it was too much. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Let's, I gotta do that one more time for these two. And then we have this one right here. So we got our scripts. I organized my scripts a little bit. It was just getting way too out of hand. So move in the diagonal. Okay, this is just speed. rotation. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. Do we have the game manager? Here we go, game manager. So these are the spawn positions. Okay, yeah. So I changed these up a little bit. So you have a start for the random range, and then so that I could edit them not in here all the time. So I could edit them right here. So we gotta change these spawn ranges because the x-axis I had it so that it spawns in different lengths within a certain thing so that it can go. But this one, because they're coming diagonal, I need to go on the x and the y axis to get it done right. So we're going to just go 0 and 0 for now, and then we'll slowly work our way out. Let's just get everything 0 for now. And then let's get these ones 0. 0. 0. Okay, so we're just going to 0 all of these out. And we're just going to work on the x-axis. Let's do 20 for this one. So when we look at this one, they should all spawn right here, and there should be 20 of them. Or no, 20 times 4. So all of them that just spawn right there. So now we want to have a range for how we want. Let's go. No, we want to go on the y-axis. Let's go 20 for now. Let's do 10. See where they're at. Oh, 10's perfect. 10 is perfect. As well. So 10 for the range is perfect. Now we want to look at the start number of where they're going to start for the X random range. Let's do 10 and 10, or let's just do 10 and 20. See where it's at. So 10, it's a little bit too close. So let's do 20 and 30. Actually, let's try. I did write the numbers. I have 50, and then I have 130. That was my original thing. Maybe if I go back to the original, it might work out. You know what? That looks pretty good. This was in 10. That's okay. Now we'll put this one at 0. We're going to work on the down motion. Put this one at 20. So we should see a whole bunch of them and just shoot downwards. Okay. So we want to try to get it as wide as possible. Going to be on the x-axis. Let's do 20 for now. Not bad. Did I move the camera by accident? Nope. 20 is not bad. Let's try 15. Nope. 15 is too much, too little. Let's do 16, or let's do 17. Do it by 2 increments. I think 20 is what it's going to be at. 20. Let's be on the safe side because I want everyone to see all of them. We'll do 19. Yeah, 19 is good. We want everyone on the safe side so that they can see them. We're in landscape 19. 20. Okay, now we're going to do the spawn, do the diagonal. Oh wait, no. Now that we got the width, now we got to do the start and the end. Let's try what I already have written here. This one is 30, and then this one would be 100. Now let's see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's kind of like that. I like that flow. Sweet. Okay, now let's do these ones and see the actual. Time frame. They come in at around the same time. I want to make sure that they end around the same time. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so I think these numbers that I had before are probably the way to go. Now we want to do the diagonal. Let's put more because they only have 2. We'll do 40, and then the spawn range is at 0, right? Oh no, we want to change the spawn range to about like 2. That's what I had it before. No, you know what? Let's do the 0 for now because don't want to screw stuff. Okay, so on the x-axis I had minus 80, and then I had minus 20. Then this one I had 30. This one I had 60. Let's see how that one works. Dark diagonals. Good. Might be a little bit tight. I can't see all of them because of that. Let's change these a little bit. Okay, let's change these to 60. Okay. Okay. Let's change this to 70. Bottom 60 is good for NASA. 60 minus 60. Now we want to do the y-axis. We might do this one as a 50. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't like how they're all clumped together, unfortunately. Is there any way to do that? I'm trying to think mathematically. If I make the ends so right now I have this little box. So I have a start, and then I have an end on the x-axis, and then I have a start and an end on the y-axis. So I'm thinking if I move the box like this, so if I get these two, put them to be higher, and these ones to be lower. No, I guess I have to put the y-axis ones higher, and then I have to put the x-axis ones lower at the same increment. But I wanted to stretch this one out, but then you might make the box too wide. Hmm. How can I stretch these ones out, but make it more like an oval per se, rather than a square? And let's see that again. Yeah, you know what? I think that'll be fine. Let's just go 20, 20, and 20. Yeah, if I do the y-axis polar, I'm going to get more of the top equipment. But if I make this one shorter, it does help. Yeah, but then if basically I'm just going to move the box this way. I can't really make it stretch longer. Probably could in a way. So we'll just see how everything goes together. Flying, everything. Good. You have the ones at the diagonal. You don't realize that the diagonal are over. And then these ones come in around the same time. That's fine. That's fine. Now let's start the speed. So before I do that, I want to go over to something like this. So if I see this one, there should be just out of the range in some areas. Well, actually, it's pretty good. Let's see if I do it like this one. Actually, all of them go pretty good. Yeah, okay, so we'll just go back to here. Hopefully I didn't screw up too much. Probably have to make all this stuff a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to do the z-axis. See how far I could go on the z-axis. So let's go 5. Let's do a 5. See if I could do 5. Because this gives them a little bit of depth, a little bit of rotation. Probably can do 5. It's 184. I just counted all that in my head really quickly. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's still okay. Now we just go to the destroy objects. So we'll do the destroy objects first, and then we will change the speeds. It'll still look like everything's in, no glitching stuff. Or it's too far, you're getting some depth. Do I want to try? Let's try a different one. So I already have 5. Let's see what if I do 10. See what happens if I do 10. So 189. I actually like the depth of 10. I actually really do. So let's stop there. Let's change this to 10. And now let's recheck to make sure that our ranges are within range. I couldn't check all of them to see. So we want to make sure that they're not too far out of the screen. We have different. Ooh, maybe 10 is a little bit too much. Let's try 7. Because you got to remember that it's like when I do 7 for the range, you got -7 and you got +7. So actually the distance between them is a total of 14. So it seems, it gives a lot more. But yeah, now they have different sizes. There's different depths. They don't look like they came out. That was good. Now let's change this one to 0. And then let's see how the down ones go. I'm gonna probably keep it at 7. Oh, too much. Nope, still within. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. And then this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring down the y-axis by a notch. Just by 1 notch. Yeah. Let's try that one more time. That one kind of 1, 2 random ones. Pretty big. Let's take it down half a notch. Wait, I think I did integers, so I don't think I can do 0.5. Did I do integers or did I do float? Oh, I did floats. So there's 1. Yeah. 8.5. 8.5 is good. We'll put this back to 0 and this one at 1. Before we continue on, sorry. Just trying to message someone. I asked someone how to do the was it the try farce farce because or parse the try parse but yeah, so he's asking if it doesn't work. I'm just trying to tell him that it does work for the most part. Problem is if I input something that isn't a number, it freezes. Also, if I double click off of the input field, it enters question mark, no, exclamation marks as an input, and it freezes. Yeah, so I was just doing my code for the parse, and so I'm just trying to talk to this guy and see if he can get back. I know I should probably not do this live, but yes. So yeah, so he just asked if this code works. So it's just a parse code, the get guess. So it's like it does work for the most part. The problem is if I input something that isn't a number, it freezes. Also, if I double click off of the input field, it enters double quotation marks enters as an input and it freezes. Otherwise, it does everything it's supposed to do. Otherwise, it does everything it is supposed to do. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, we're doing the destroy out of bounds. Yeah, I just wanted to see if someone did the. So I sent a message for the try parse to get it to work so that it doesn't freeze. So the problem that I'm having is we'll get to the part where it says input field, as you guys remember, and then it freezes afterwards. So we'll get here, and I can click wherever when it builds up. So I can click, nothing wrong. Click here, it's fine. I can click here multiple times. But if I do like a wrong input, it freezes. But I can't type in anything wrong for this one. But let's see what the answer is. The answer is 8. I put 8, and I double click. Oh, I'll double click anyways, it freezes. I can't put input 8 anyways. Yeah. Maybe I should copy this. What the heck? Let's just close that up. Hopefully I didn't screw anything. Yeah. Oh well, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm asking for. So you guys saw it already. So destroy out of bounds. We're going to have to change the script up. So from the bottom, what I have noticed that I could actually probably do is I can take these values from the game manager, these ones right here, the spawn range. I can go here, change the bottom bound to minus 8.5. But that will be right at the thing. So I could go for the the Y range, I could go minus 10. So the bottom bound, I'll do minus 10. And that should fit right in there. And then this one is going to be 19 for the height. So just for the left bound height, I can do yeah, so if anything less than the height. So I could actually put this height to be 20 and it should work. And then the left bound, I think I might have Okay, I think I did this one wrong. Okay, so y-axis is this. So the height is the y-axis. So I can do this one actually as 10. Okay. The height is the y-axis. The spawn range for the x-axis is 19 and 19. So I want to do negative 19, but that's going to destroy them just at the border. I don't want them to be at the border. I want them to be past. So I'm going to put it at 25. Or let's do 30. Minus 30. And then the height, which is the y range, is 10. And now the bottom is also minus 10. Yeah, because that's the y-axis. That's the bottom of the y-axis. So let's save this, and let's watch it. So let's do 20 going left, which is 20 times 4, which is 80. The 80 rocks flying through. I want to make sure that they don't delete. I see them deleting. Okay, going. See the access, how much time. That's perfect. And see them delete. And it's pretty much once they're off screen, what is your guess? Let's do that one more time. Just to be extra sure. Okay, so they're not deleting. I can't see them delete off stage. And you see them gone. Last one, and boom. Perfect. I am happy with that one. So now let's see the down range. Like at the start, you shouldn't see any of them deleting on the side there. That's good. So I see them deleting here. Yeah, they're deleting a little bit early. So we gotta go a little bit lower than 10. So we want the bottom bound. Let's try 15. Okay, see them deleting. Nope. Don't see them deleting. Okay. Now let's see. Yes. Perfect. And the x-axis is obviously high enough. We got them all deleting. So I am happy with that. So we don't need to do the out of bounds anymore. Now we want to do the speeds. Okay, the rotation, I feel the rotation was pretty good. Man, this is a lot longer stream than I was expecting. Thanks for watching. And it's not even what I said in the display comments. I apologize. Giving you something different than what you were expecting. Okay, so with these ones, okay, so the down and the left, I'm going to put them down by 2 marks. So this one's going to go 8. And this one's going to go 5. And then this one's going to go down 2 marks because I remember bringing them up about 2 marks too. So I saved that. Now let's do 20 and 20. And let's see the speeds. Do we want to get them down 1 more mark? Those might be a little bit too fast. Still a little bit too fast. control the speeds here? I cannot. Let's go down one more point. Save, and then this one will be 4 and 7. I might speed those ones up, going down ever so slightly, because I want them to finish around the same time. Yeah, I think those speeds are pretty good. Let's slow down the X by 1. By 1. We want the X1. X-Wing fighters. And now let's see how the speed goes for those. Okay. Yeah. Man, anxiety inducing. I love it. And then they end around the same. That's great. Okay, so let me do that one more time. I want to close this. I want to see which is the last one to cross the line. Because I might have to put the deleting not at 15. Let's do the destroy out of bounds for the down ones. Let's do 13. And then let's see if I'm happy with the speeds, so I don't need to practice those ones anymore. I just want to see the down ones, make sure that they're not disappearing on screen. So let's try 14 as our final answer. If this doesn't work, man, that freaks me out whenever I see the start change size. I'm like, do I have to do it all over again? And I just want to double check again that they're all within the border. They all look like they're within the border. Yeah. Do I see them deleting? I see them deleting. I see the smaller ones. Are they deleting? I gotta leave it at 15. 15 was the good one. That was a sweet spot. Okay, so we can't change that one. Now we want to do the speeds for these guys. And these ones are set up a little bit differently. And here we go. Let's change these to 4, because that's what I originally had for their speeds. Let's see how these go. Yeah, I think that's good. I see them being deleted. I see them being... Okay. So, we'll leave it at 4. This one needs to change to 4 as well. And then yeah, is that it? So I got the speeds. I got that. Let's actually play around and see how many we can get. Couple rounds. Okay, so we gotta adjust the back size as well. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Ah, what did I say? 9. I know my name. I know what it was happening. It was either 9 or 11. Okay. Now I don't really know which was happening. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 again. I'm gonna have to look at those distractions because it looked like they just deleted off screen. That's fine. Or I'm paying attention. That's right. I did that one, so I'm gonna make a guess. So it was 9. I'm going to say 9 plus 6, which is 15. Oh, I was wrong. Skip the ad. Answer was 12. So it was 9 plus 3. So it had only one extra down. Okay, and then we try again. Good. Okay, so now we're going to have to work on the size of the texts, and then I'm going to put the code that I made. So I made these codes right here for these scripts, the fit to scale. So I have the anchor game object, I have the camera viewpoint handler, and then I got scale to fit screen. So the main camera has these two ones where it has scale to fit screen, and it's got to find a sprite render, which is the background. So it focuses on the background, and as you see, it changes the background for the size. And then I got this camera viewpoint, which keeps the camera the same size. So this one I think keeps the background the same size. This one keeps the camera the same size. And then we got to do the anchor the game objects. And so what the anchor the game objects does, or what's it supposed to do, is that it's going to anchor them so that these points will be the same. So let's say you have an object here, you're going to want to anchor it so it's here. So every time you change your landscaping, whatever it's going to be, the object will always be within the view, even though the background is going to be slightly different. So the good news is I might not need to worry about too much about the anchor game objects, simply because I changed them throughout the thing, so it seems good. The only thing that I'm going to need to actually work on is the size of these. So font size, I might just need to change these font sizes. So to 80, which is good. I have on the canvas the pixel perfect, and we changed, what was it? This one, scale with screen. So we want to scale with whatever the screen size is. Okay, so now that we did that one, we will do that. Do we need this one? We do not need that one. That one's just, I don't know why we have that, but it works. Correct. We want to change the size of this. Let's go to 70. Going up 20. Yeah, I think that's a good concept. This one, we need this one as well. Let's go 40. No, let's do 30 for that one. Click for next round. Okay. And what's this auto size? Auto sizes the text to fit the available space. No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, so those ones I think are good now. Now we want to see the incorrect and the restart button. Okay, so incorrect. Let's do this one 70 as well. And then we'll do the restart. Let's do 35. Yeah, and then we gotta change the box. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to 24. Let's change the size of the box first. What's this? Scale, rotate, move, scale. Height 40. Height 50. Okay. Let's go minus 18. Minus 20. Okay. Now we'll go back to the text and we'll go 35. It's still in the box. Let's change the width to 170. Perfect. Let's go minus 25. Minus 30. Minus 35. There we go. Try again, incorrect. That looks good. That looks good. Put these ones down. Guess, Frog. What is your guess? So, yeah, no, that's going to be fine. Boom. Oh, now we want the background canvas. Okay, let's see this font size. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go 25. Yeah, 25 looks good. Oops. Undo. We want to move it down. Put it right here. And then right here. Okay, so we'll pick this one as one like that. We'll put this one as minus 400. Font size, let's try 30. And let's just do this to 17. all the songs. We'll just copy and paste so I don't have to. Do too much. I didn't copy and paste that one. Oh well. Song. Okay, now let's see the music. That's fine. I'm gonna have to speed it up. What was the BGM script? BGM scroll. Times 100. Let's do 200. Because now I made it bigger. We can make it go by a little bit faster. People aren't squinting. Let's do a little bit higher, faster. Let's do 300. So the thing that I probably did wrong is I didn't realize that this one was separate until now. Scale with screen. There we go. What the heck? Did I just ruin it with that scale with screen? I think I just did. Constant. What is the constant or the constant physical? Pixel perfect is fine. Okay. Start. That works. Good. Now let's try at a different scale. Let's try this one. Let's see what happens. Go back to landscape of this one, and this one works. Yeah, so what I got to make this one scale with screen size. Um, so now if I go to portrait, landscape. Ah, ah. Okay, so we're gonna call it a night. I gotta go to bed. It's late. I'm getting excited. Let's save while we're ahead. I'm really happy with what we got today for the Zen counter. It's just I kind of jumped the gun with my other project. It's kind of hard to try to be like, oh, let's focus on two projects at once. I just want to get this one over and done with because I'm like this close. I'm like this close to launching it. So I want to probably just focus on this one, and the other one I just got too excited and jumped the gun. Plus, learning Blender is going to be a little bit frustrating because now I gotta learn two things. But then if I'm doing two projects at once, it's hard. But if I'm going to get rid of this project, and then I could focus on Blender, I could make objects. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually be good at it. Maybe I'll actually make these crazy, stunning things. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But I don't have any art experience, and I can't draw worth anything. But yes, so we'll see you guys again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for watching.